Bears and Buccaneers. I'm going to go with the Bears. I feel like the Bears will get back on strike. They'll go ahead and try to pull this game. I'm just not high on the Buccaneers for some reason. They got Mayfield over there, Baker Mayfield. He's Heckle, Jekyll, and Hyde. You don't know what you're going to get with him. But the Bears going to have to win that game for me, and I'm going with them in week 2. Packers and Falcons. I went against the Falcons last week. I'm not going against them this week. I've seen some flashes from them on some highlights that I was bought in. I know everybody likes Jordan Love, but I'm going with those Falcons at home. I say they still ride it and go ahead and win this game and go 2-0 to start out. Packers are a good team, but I just don't think they're going to win at home against the Falcons. I'm just going to roll with it that way. Chargers and Titans. I'm going to go with the Chargers on that one. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Chargers. We made them fare too good last week, but I'm going with the Chargers this week for sure. Yeah, Titans at home. They grit and grind. You know they want to win it. But I'm just going to throw out there and say the Chargers are going to pull that one out. And hopefully I'll go ahead and get a win on that one. Giants and Cardinals. After getting slapped in the face by the Cowboys, they have no choice but to fight back. I'm expecting them to go on the road in Arizona and pull that game out. I'm not big on the Cardinals anyway, but the Giants, they were projected to be better than they was in previous years for that division. And I'll just say the Cowboys steamrolled them. I ain't going to say they got lucky, but they caught them off guard. That was a knockout blow, put them to sleep. I feel like they're going to wake up in week 2 and go ahead and go to Arizona and take care of business. So I got the Giants for this week. Commanders and Broncos. I love the story over there with the Commanders. I'm actually rooting for the Commanders this year, but I'm not rooting for them in week 2. I say the Broncos going to pull this out at home, and the Commanders going to fall. They got them a win already, but they're going to end up 1-1 in week 2. So let's see how that one goes. I'm going to see if I can get me a win on that one. See if Russell Wilson can pull something out for me. Saints and Panthers. That's going to be a tough one. That's always a battle. But you know what? I'm going with who dat again this week. Even though I like Bryce Young. I really do. But I like the Saints. I think Michael Thomas, he coming to his own. I love him as a wide receiver. Got Derek Carr over there with a lot to prove. So they're going to go down to Carolina and take care of business. I'm rolling with the Saints. Let's go on back up here. Ravens and Bengals. That's another rival game. I'm taking the Bengals at home. The way the Texans gave the Ravens a little run for their money, they didn't win it, but they didn't falter either. They stayed right in there. They couldn't get a touchdown, but they showed some flashes in that game that they could have won that game if the offense could have just produced a little more points. The defense was holding for a while until they finally broke down. But yeah, Ravens got that 1-0. I think they go 1-1 against the Bengals, especially the Bengals stunk it up last week. So they're going to come out fired up at home, looking to change it around, and I see them winning that game. So I got the Bengals. Colts and Texans. This is a little more favorable. I went against the Texans last week. I will not go against the Texans this week. This is a game they should win at home against the Colts. This is a favorable game for them. Now, if they go out there and play around, they can lose it, no doubt about that. But I'm looking for them to win this game because this is not the Texans of old. They're not afraid of the Colts. It's not Peyton Manning over there. It's a young team just like the Texans are, and they should pull that game out. So I got the Texans winning in week 2. Chiefs and Jaguars. Chiefs are not going to lose 2 games in a row. That's not going to happen. You just meet me at the booking station. I'm definitely rolling with the Chiefs. Jaguars, they up and coming. I like Lawrence over there. They got a good football team. They're grit and grind, but the Chiefs are flashy and shiny. Raiders and Bills. Boy, even though he turned that football over like it was hamburger meat, I'm still going to go with the Bills at home on this one. They have no choice but to go up. They have no choice but to go, and they're a good football team. Raiders, they're going to be up and down this season. Can they make the playoffs? There's a possibility. Actually, I want them to make the playoffs. But I think going to that Bills Mafia, I don't think they're going to fare too well against them Bills. Josh Allen know what he done did. He's got to come out. Because if Josh Allen goes out there and stink the place up again, they might be trying to boo him out of town. Either that or he's going to have a ring around his neck from Stephon Diggs on the sideline, wrapping his hands around his throat.